Oh, hey, what's up, guys? I'm Al Kavadlo, and welcome to the first ever video installment of Ask Al, where I answer your questions and comments that you leave on my YouTube videos. Today's first question comes from a user named VitialChile77, who writes, "Do you take any supplements, pre-workout or post-workout stuff? What kind of diet do you have? Hope you answer soon. Thanks and greetings from Brazil." Great question, and I love hearing from my international fans. I'm hoping to get down to Brazil for a workshop sometime soon. Back to the question, no, I do not take any supplements of any kind. No protein powders, no fish oils, no fat burners, no nothing. Just lots of real food and lots of working out. Next question comes from a user named Village Momentum, who writes, "Nice tips, Mr. Al. Maybe stupid question. Do you train pistol squats on each leg?" Not a stupid question, my friend. Of course I train pistol squats on each leg. I do my best to keep my body as balanced and symmetrical as possible. But I can tell you've been watching closely because in my recent pistol squat video, I do all the demonstrations on my left leg. The reason for this is my left leg is just a little bit stronger than my right. And I know you guys are watching close, and I want to make all of my demonstrations as clear as possible, so I do them on my stronger side. Next question comes from a user named Chris Staff. Chris writes, "How long does it take to master doing handstand push-ups without support? I can do a lot against a wall or with someone holding my feet, but I topple over quickly before I can do one with no support." Good question, Chris. As you've already started to find out, the transition from a wall handstand push-up to a freestanding one is a big hurdle. I know for me personally, it was something like 5 years between when I did my first handstand push-up on a wall and when I did my first freestanding handstand push-up. Now that doesn't mean it's going to take that long for you necessarily, but it is going to be a long, slow process. So try not to get too hung up on the goals. Practice your handstand push-ups, practice your freestanding handstands, and eventually you'll be able to put the two together. The last question today comes from a user named Docsbled, who writes, "Al, you are in great shape and have great strength. So how come you aren't ripped?" Well, first off, thanks for the compliment, I guess you could call it. Well, back to what I was talking about earlier, I don't train like a bodybuilder. That means I don't take supplements, and that means that my main objective in fitness is performance and health, not looking a certain way. So rather than obsess about trying to get my body fat as low as possible through various diet methods and dehydration and all these things, I prefer to maintain a more comfortable, healthy weight year-round. It's what works for me, and I'm happy with the way my body looks. You have high standards. Well, that's all for this edition of Ask Al. Thanks again for watching, and as always, leave your comments and questions below, and maybe I'll get to them on a future edition of Ask Al. I'm Al Kavadlo, and we're working out.